Howdy, friends.
Hi.
What's going on?
Not much. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was asking them, not you.
Bad. Yeah.
So, Kenny, what are we doing today?
We're gonna
Review Coke Starlight.
Yeah, review Coke Starlight. That's pretty much all we're gonna do. That's literally it. That's start, finish, boom, done.
Has your stomach recovered from all the Mountain Dew?
No, not even slightly.
Yeah.
I just could vomit at any point in the next 3 to 7 weeks, and it's gonna taste like flaming hot Mountain Dew.
I feel like we just stuffed a whole bag of Skittles and cyanide down our throats.
Yep.
And now our tummies are recovering, and not gracefully, if I must say, you know?
Yeah. No, I feel like I'm 14 all over again, and I just want to bounce around the walls and shit,
Yeah.
and that's gonna last for months probably. That feeling.
I feel like I have the stomach of an 84-year-old man, but who went skydiving, and then after he went skydiving, he drank a Monster Energy.
I was gonna say, I feel like I have the stomach of a 37-year-old woman.
Okay.
She works in investment banking or something.
She drinks Cosmos, you know. Yeah,
just like a norm. Yeah, it was like your normal.
It's just Sarah Jessica Parker from Sex and the City.
Exactly,
Yeah.
just run of the mill stomach.
Yeah.
I guess.
Anyway,
Yeah.
So that has nothing to do with this
Coca-Cola Starlight, Starbright.
Recycle Me.
Recycle me tonight.
So what do you know about this drink? It's new.
It is relatively new. I did try this before, full disclosure.
I have not.
Right? And so I knew that we had to do this one because it's very important.
To us.
But
it's important to someone.
What I know about it is I had very high expectations for it. And that's all I'll say initially.
I have literally zero expectations. But there are a couple things I want to talk to you about this.
Yes.
Okay. On the bottle, it says Creations underneath the Coke logo. I think that's like a hint at more to come. I really do.
Yes.
I don't remember seeing this Creations thing on other Cokes before.
No.
So do you have any insight on that? Any opinions, thoughts?
What I know is that what it tastes like. It tastes like somebody fucked up a freestyle machine.
Okay.
So I think this Creations thing, and I'm sure there's a lot more research we could do, but soda reviews. I think it does have something to do with basically there's a kind of like a sweepstakes or something, or people are basically like, this is a new creation out of these flavors that we have at our disposal.
Okay.
And it seems to me like it was just like a meeting around people, like someone's like, I made this thing and we'll, whatever. Mm-hmm. So it kind of, I don't know if it's like a fan thing, like those weird lays and all that stuff, like basically like a weird new fan contest flavor stuff like that. I could see being a Coca-Cola creation.
Yeah,
but it really does taste like somebody just went to a Coke freestyle machine and was like, I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna do that, you know. And yeah, it just kind of put me off a little bit, but yeah, I think the idea around it is cool.
Yeah, I think so too. So my thoughts on this are the color looks really cool. It has a really, really cool color. It's reddish, more so than a normal Coke, and it's not as dark as like a cherry Coke.
Yeah, it's like it's just a really satisfying deep
It's a
red.
really cool color. It really is.
Looking up through the light.
It doesn't look, I go back to the caramel in sodas. It doesn't look as caramel as a normal Coke.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very excited to try this. I feel like I'm going to like this a lot.
I actually really do. When I tried it, I remember thinking, I was like, I bet Dillon's gonna like this.
Okay.
Yeah, but one problem I have with it, right here. I don't know if anybody can see this.
What does it say?
Space flavored.
Now, Kenny, what does space flavored mean to you?
I think of electricity. I think of just what's in space. I'm thinking Star Wars. I'm thinking laser battles and gun beams and boom, ping, boom, pow, pow, pew, pew, massive explosions, massive worlds, aliens, weirdness, right? Space flavored is weird. There's stuff out there with 15 eyeballs.
Yeah.
And it Yeah.
Dimensional travel.
Interdimensional travel.
Yeah.
100%. I'm thinking of those like Jedi
I
starfighters.
think this should taste how the Beastie Boys Intergalactic sounds.
Yes. Oh my God, that's exactly what I think when I see space flavor. I'm like, ah. And then Intergalactic literally starts playing in my head. I'm like, oh, that's what it's going to taste like. And then we'll see.
So, I mean, we might as well just like get into it. There's like,
into it.
I think the label is like not only we talked about the color of the actual liquid. The label is pretty cool. It has like the galaxy kind of thing, and it like transitions into this pinkish. I think it's really cool.
But I don't like the colors.
You don't like the color, really?
No, I like the colors. Purple to pink. What the fuck's this little orange doing here? Look at that. What is that?
No, I agree.
Put your thumb over that. Oh, that's cool.
It's weird too because on the back in the ingredients it goes back to that orange.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing with that?
But I do like the pink stripe all the way around.
I do.
I wish the cap was a different color.
Me too. If it was pink. No,
Yes.
it was cherry Coke. Cherry Coke's got the pink cap.
Okay, well it could be like this purple.
Purple.
Yeah.
Yes, purple cap.
Yes. I mean, one thing we highlighted a lot during the Mountain Dew one was the appearance, and I feel like the Coca-Cola Starlight gets like a 5 out of 10 because it does this
10.
very good, but then it messes up in some ways with the cap and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So
I 100% agree with you. It feels like just a few little missed opportunities.
Okay. Is it time?
Yeah. ASMR. This is us opening bottles. Mine was like the fart of an 84-year-old man.
Mine was like edging.
Get off, you cap. Smell the inside of the cap. That's where all the hidden smells are. Smells like a nursing home.
It does kind of. It does have like an old people smell.
Yeah, Lord.
It smells like vanilla.
Which I would say
it smells like vanilla
of...
cherry Coke. It really just smells like vanilla cherry Coke.
Okay. Here, yeah. Just I think we have a taste, and then we'll discuss our initial first thoughts about it.
First sip reactions.
Yes. Cheers.
Woo. You want me? Try first sip reactions?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to hear yours, and then I'll give you mine.
I think it tastes like when you have a bunch of Skittles in your mouth. I think it tastes like when you have all the flavors of Skittles and you stuff them in your mouth and you're chewing and that like your saliva.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, your saliva like becomes part of what you're tasting.
Yes, I think that's what it tastes like.
It's like, to me, it really, the first thing I can smell is vanilla. And I'm like, ah. And then I taste it. I'm like, that's just vanilla raspberry Coke.
I will highlight a positive. It does have spice. It does have that like spark.
Well,
not.
But it doesn't have that tang, right? It has the spice, but not. I want sour.
Yes,
right?
yeah.
Mountain Dew Spark has got that tang that just like boom blows my mind. Cherry stuff sometimes has that, but it's mellow. It's not as tangy. But like when something like space flavored. Intergalactic, I want a sour note. It has punch me in the face.
The acidic. It doesn't have the sour.
Yes, exactly. Yes. And the vanilla, I've never been a big fan of tasting what a nursing home is like. This guy. Well, I'm sorry, but it's what it smells like. And it's just something about it. It's just like I'm not a big fan of like vanilla, and like I had high hopes for this, and I'm like. That's just vanilla raspberry Coke, and it's just kind of like, it tastes like somebody went up to a freestyle machine and was like, I want vanilla Coke and raspberry Coke. And don't even get me started on cherry Coke at a freestyle machine. That is not cherry Coke. That's Coca-Cola with cherry flavoring injected into this. That's what it tastes like. It tastes like a run-of-the-mill Coke freestyle machine. And that's what I think this Coke Creations kind of is like, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it totally makes sense. Now... Is this space flavored? I think that's the question.
Yes, it's the question.
I feel like this is going to sound weird. It is space flavored only because I don't know what space tastes like, and they're telling me that this is space flavored.
Yes, that.
Now, what I have guessed, Coke Starlight, if someone was like, here, this random soda X is space flavored, would I have guessed it tastes exactly
No.
like this? Not at all.
Which one would you? If I
Um,
gave you a soda, you're like, oh man, Mountain Dew fucking Spark.
Yeah,
That
Spark,
tastes
no,
like space.
Spark tastes like Spark. Spark tastes
It
like
does,
itself.
but it tastes. If they called that Mountain Dew space flavored, you'd be like, yep, sure, I can see that. You know what I mean?
I think my creation from the Mountain Dew review is more space.
Absolutely, 100%. It even looked like space, right? It had that
Yes.
purpley kind of glow to it.
Mountain Dew Starlight.
Pitch black, grape. Like I'm thinking
Yeah.
dark. I'm not thinking red when I
Yeah.
see space.
Yes.
Nothing.
I'm
have you
thinking
ever
blue.
Mars is
I'm
the only
thinking
red
blue.
thing.
I'm thinking
Yep,
purple. Yes.
I'm not thinking. I wish this had vanilla in it.
Yes.
You know, I'm not thinking like raspberry. I'm with you
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. What I think when I think of space flavor, what I really wanted this to taste like was Coca-Cola and Spark mixed together.
Kind of.
You know, that's what I want. I want that like sour tartness.
I don't want lemon in it though. That's the thing.
No,
I
yeah, I
I
can
don't
see that.
think it should have lemon in it.
I could 100% see that. Like just a raspberry Coke would be wild.
Yeah.
You know, as like space or like Mountain Dew Pitch Black to me is more like space flavored than something like this, you know?
Shall we go to the rumination period?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's just
Okay.
ruminate on it for a little bit. It's like it's just not bad. I don't know. I think if someone handed it to me, like, and I had no context, like, hey, just try this, you know?
You would not be upset.
I wouldn't. I'd be like, that's not my thing, but I'm not going to, like, this is the second one I've ever had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's been out for a little bit now. So it's just not something that gets me going because like I said, I feel like they just missed the mark on a couple things.
Yeah.
And this little orange little nubbin right here is one of those.
So, kind of middle of the bottle thoughts. I like it. It's not my favorite, but like I would definitely rather have a regular Coke or a cherry Coke over this, and but I don't hate it. I don't like dislike it. This is the only time I'm gonna drink this.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt. I was like, yep. As soon as this is over, I'm not gonna have another one, and then here I am. But
I hope what will do this justice, or this is my thought process. I hope they stop this for a little bit and bring it back like in 5 years. And I'm like, oh man, remember when we tried Starlight?
Oh yes, man. Oh, and that's what it needs. Cause like
It
those
has-
like the throwback. Do you remember the
Yeah.
throwback Pepsis and stuff?
Yeah.
And it's like, I never knew what that tasted like, but that kind of like that novelty of something I've never had makes it good. And so like, this is almost what that needs of like that nostalgia, but like it doesn't really matter. And you get it. No one actually really likes it. They're just drinking it because like, I remember when that was out and it's like Surge or whatever. Like no one actually fucking liked Surge.
Yeah.
But they want to drink it up now. So yeah, I mean, it's just, to me, when you started to be like middle of the bottle, I thought you were like middle of the road soda. And that's kind of how I feel about it.
I mean,
It just,
that's
but one positive that I can take from this and this like Coke Creations thing is I hope that it gives Coke just a little bit more of a room
Freedom?
to freedom and just like room to be ballsy.
yeah. I want them to try new things.
Yeah, just
I
like
want us to do more of these, for sure.
yeah, Coke, get your creation on. I just want to burp so bad, but it won't come out as a massive burp.
It's definitely sitting,
Yeah. Give me a soda, Coke, that blows my motherfucking mind open and burps out of me with a fierce intensity of 1,000 suns.
So this being our third soda review, and I know we did the Mountain Dew thing, and we drank a lot of them, but I feel like this is still heavier than Mountain Dew, and I don't know how. Nitro is definitely the heaviest, the creaminess, the foam.
It was thick.
from
You
the
did have to chew on it a little bit.
Yes, but I feel like this still has like a bit of like it's sitting a little more than the Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew, does that make sense? Mountain Dew is a thin drink. Like
yeah, no, I know what you mean. It's thin. It's thin and spicy, and this is thick.
But Coke is like this Coke Starlight. I feel like I'm chewing through planets in space.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I feel the gravity inside of this black hole that is red hole.
Black hole sun.
Why would you make it red? I just don't understand. Space isn't red. It's just, that's what I mean. It's like just a hair off. If this was like just a milliliter less vanilla, or like a little bit, just a teensy more raspberry, or like a slight bit more purple than red, like that's what I mean. It's like it just barely misses the mark, you know?
I know this maybe goes against everything I've said in this review, but maybe it would have been better if it was just like Coke caramel, and it was darker, because like I say, the caramel flavor and the caramel color makes it darker, and if it was more dark than a normal Coke, and had more of a caramel flavor, maybe that would have been the answer. Maybe because this is we can see through this way more than a normal Coke.
I can literally see Casey over there. Like, I mean, I can see through this fucking bottle of Coca-Cola. Can I? That's trippy as hell. I would not recommend that. I just got lost in space.
This should taste like mushrooms. No, I'm just kidding.
But instead it tastes like cocaine. Did you put the cocaine back in this Coke? Yeah, I could see that, but it still wouldn't taste space flavored to me. You know, like cherry Coke tastes more space flavored than this does.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, we're getting through like the rumination period. We're getting through the actual drinking of the bottle and like getting through all of it. I don't know if I can finish this, if I'm being honest with you. I feel like the more I'm drinking it, the more sour I am on it.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I almost think it would be better coming out of a freestyle machine.
It might be better in a can, too. I don't know. Like, there's something about it that's just, it's losing me. It's losing me. I'm sorry. The thing about Nitro didn't lose me. No. I was like, is it getting better or worse? No, it's the same throughout. This is getting worse.
I think, honestly, like, that's when I had it the first time. It was like that for me. It was, I got to this point that I'm at now, right under the top of the label, where I'm just like, I don't want to drink this anymore. But I had to finish the bottle, so I finished the bottle, and I hated it. Yeah. And that's the thing, like, here, it's not, I'm like, nah, it's a fine, like, I guess it's not what I want, but, just get your little blankie, get all cozy.
I mean, because I'm so full.
I know, that's like, I want to take a nap now. I'm like,
I know.
Chewing on space.
How are we supposed to do our jobs after we drink this?
Yeah, why would you make it this hard to do our jobs?
Oh, my God.
But
240 calories is not enough. Like
you're fucking lying.
This
Coca-Cola
needs to be like 3,000 like calories.
But that
I will drink this for science. I will drink the rest of this for science.
But you can see through it. Like, you shouldn't. What is it about it? You know what I mean? It's the vanilla.
It's too much vanilla.
That's what I mean.
I like vanilla.
Yeah.
I do.
I knew you would. When I had this, I was like, I bet Dillon would like that because it has vanilla in it. But it's like, if I have a vanilla Coke, I'm like, God, you know, what am I? Like 70? You know what I mean? Like, it just seems like I'm going to sit down and have a nice vanilla Coca-Cola, and that'll be my dinner for the evening.
I don't
want
to admit it, but he is right.
Listen, I'm not throwing fucking, I'm not shading anybody. That is the truth. Straight up, it tastes like it's all you've had to eat all day after you had a ham sandwich for lunch, you know? It's like, There's just too much vanilla in it. There, I said it. That's really what it is. If you just take the vanilla out and I'm like, it's raspberry Coke. And fuck it. It tastes more like space. Like, there's nothing. I don't look up at the stars at night and I'm like, oh my God, look, there's the Big Dipper. And there's like, oh my God, look at that. There's Cassiopeia. Nah, that reminds me of vanilla.
I'm going to tell you how they came up with this creation. I'm going to tell you right now.
Okay.
There was their chemist, their mixologist, if you will.
Yeah.
They were in the laboratory.
Mm-hmm.
They were in, they were in the Coke lab, and they were mixing around, and someone accidentally knocked the vanilla, beaker in, and it was like too white, and it was on the floor, and they saw the white dots, and they're like, oh, that looks like a galaxy, and then they just put more vanilla in there, and that's what happened, and they mix it up, and they're like, let's make this a drink. It looks like stars in the galaxy. This is an accident. This is an accident that happened. This is Frankenstein's monster.
That's exactly what I thought when I tried it. I was like, it literally just like someone fucked up a freestyle machine.
Yes.
Like that's what I think their mixologist is. They basically just have a fucker like one of those big tall freestyle machines, and he's like, yeah, sure, we'll call it Starlight, and like it really tastes like someone just fucked something up.
I don't understand,
and
like, what's their QA process like? How do these things get shipped out?
Well,
how many of these Coke creations are just like getting thrown out in Atlanta? They're trying
that's what I think the creations kind of thing is. To me, that says it's an accident. It's like those like Lay's like sweaty sock flavor. You know what I mean? It's like no one really thinks they're gonna buy it, but if everybody goes crazy for Starlight, then they're like, oh yeah, we're just gonna go to the drawing board again and just hit a bunch of freestyle buttons.
One thing we touched on with Nitro, we didn't really touch on this with the Mountain Dew, but the marketing for this, I feel like they went like kind of all out for it. I feel like I'm seeing this more than I saw the Nitro.
Yeah. I mean, that is the thing with like Coke is gonna be like they're a massive company. And like it's important to them that like their lifestyle brand, Coca-Cola. Drink fresh, eat the monster juice.
But I feel like they did try to really push this out.
Yeah, they did, and because they want people to buy it so that they have a reason for selling people a fucked up freestyle machine. So far, we've done Nitro, Starlight, and then all the
Mountain Dew flavors that are currently out right now.
Currently.
That you can possibly buy in a store.
Yes, you can buy in a store. This totally excludes Baja Blast. Right, just
That's
make
true.
That very clear. Yep. We did not try Baja Blast.
Or the alcoholic drinks that they have. Whatever.
We've done that.
I would say this is... Okay, Spark number one. I would say, I don't remember what I had on my list, whatever.
Yeah, all the other Mountain Dews.
The regular, original Mountain Dew, middle of the road, 5 out of 10, basically, right? Because it's the standard, I guess you would say. This is above Flaming Hot Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, I will take all the other drinks besides Flaming Hot Mountain Dew before this.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm 100% in agreement. So that's where we stick it on the master list that we're going to, we're going to just boom.
Yes.
Check it out right here. It's right here. Boom.
Well, friends, we appreciate you joining us today for this edition of Wicked Gnome Soda Reviews. This was Coca-Cola Starlight. We'll do one last little
cheers to you, friend. To space and tasting it.
Hope you guys had a good time. God, I'm done.
Gross. Bye. Do all the shit with the YouTube stuff. Okay, thank you.